It's fine, love.
Allow me.
Leave it. You've been fussing around me like an old mother hen ever since we got home.
Well, it is your first day back. It's no harm in making it special, is it?
Well, you're not here to fetch and carry for me. If I'd wanted a slave girl, I'd have picked one up in the market, wouldn't I?
Oh, would you just?
Meg, leave it! I'm sorry, love, but I'm serious. When you're back at work, and I have to do things for myself, and the sooner we both understand that, the sooner we can try and live some sort of normal life.
Who would benefit most from your grandmother's will?
Only me. Why?
No one else?
Not as far as I know. Aunt Harriet was cut out of the will when she got married.
Well, supposing you couldn't inherit. Like if you were dead or serving a life sentence for your grandmother's murder.
Aunt Harriet?
The Ombudsman's declared that the union has no case and that they're acting outside their limits of responsibility.
Does that mean I can see my mum?
Means I'll take you there myself, and there's absolutely nothing anyone can do about it.
You know what happens to Welsh's, Patterson? Huh? Get your hands off her, Callie.
Says who? Let her go.
Oh, bitch! What are you getting so stroppy about? Tried to get you off, didn't I? I got myself in the poo because of it. I wasn't going to hurt her or nothing.
Oh, like hell you won't! I'm taking over the press.
Suit yourself. I'm just getting sick of it anyway.
Try not to worry too much, Julie.
I don't know how I'm ever going to thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
It's not necessary. You made it happen.
Me? No, it was just luck. Somebody else told me about the Human Rights Commission. I thought I was making a fool of myself.
It wasn't luck when you spoke up at the council meeting about the waivers. You knew more about that than I did.
Yeah, but I didn't really know what it meant.
I don't understand you, Julie. Why does someone who obviously has above-average intelligence pretend that she doesn't? There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yes, it is. I'm not pretty.
Nonsense.
Or full of fun or personality. All right, I've got brains. People find that out and they think I'm up myself. So I try and hide it.
You've got to be accepted for what you are, Julie, not for what you aren't.
I know. It always gets me into trouble, though. I just don't fit in.
How would you like to work in the administration section? I'm sure we could put those brains to work with all the paperwork we've got.
Really? You're just saying that, aren't you?
Not at all. Let's have a bit more of that smile. I'm sure your mother would rather see you like that.
Oh, come on, Daph, move your bum or we're going to miss typing. Here, let me help you. Sorry.
Since when did you plan on being a clever little secretary?
Since it got me away from the crud in here.
Watch it, moron.
Look, if I were you, I'd watch it. I might sick my top dog onto you.
Oh, that's enough, Lexie.
Whatever you say, boss.
Is it all right, Nora, if we go to the typing?
Yeah, of course it is. You're never too old to learn.
Don't know why she bothers. She only types with one finger and that's the one she used to pick her nose.
Not going to the class, Kelly?
I like it right here.
Bitch.
And the blue grotto, it really is blue. They take you around there in little fishing boats from Capri. Oh, I wish you could have seen it, love. Maybe I will one day. Well, we'll go together next time, eh, love? She's a fine girl, Mrs. Reynolds. You know what she did for me? I never would have seen anything but moony ponds in my whole life if she hadn't taken that money. She gave me the whole world to enjoy. No mum could ask for more than that from her daughter. Oh, Mum. Look after her for me, Mrs. Reynolds. She's so clever, but, well, she's fragile, sort of. You know, she She could read before she was 2 years old. And she just didn't want anyone to know how bright she was. But I knew. She couldn't keep it from her mum. I never told you that before, did I, love? I love you. I love you too. I want you to do something for me. Just one last thing. What is it? I want you to stop telling yourself you're ugly. I don't. Yes, you do, and you mustn't. Someday, my future son-in-law's going to come along. And, well, you've just got to believe in yourself. For your own happiness. Promise me. Oh, I'll try.
What are you, an overgrown chicken? She can't take on the three of us. She's Nora Flynn, not Errol.
She doesn't have to, Lou. She's got all the women behind her. They want her for top dog.
Look, all we've got to do is fix Collins and Flynn, and the rest of them will fall down like knickers with broken elastic. Well, come on, what do you say?
I say never underestimate the strength of elastic, Kelly.
Reckon I couldn't take you if I wanted?
Oh, you got the build. Solid muscle from the neck up.
Why don't you go play tiddlywinks with your crawling mates?
Because we have to settle what's between us, that's why.
You want to fight? You'll get it. Hey, girls?
Maybe we can settle another way. Like making today a fresh start for all of us.
How do you mean?
I mean a truce. We all start off clean. No grudges, no vendettas, no hate sessions.
And nobody gets into any strife?
Not for what's already happened, no. Stay out of trouble from now on and we'll all have peace.
Sounds all right to me.
Truce? She's asking for bloody unconditional surrender.
If that's how you want to read it, I'm just trying to find a way we can all survive this hole together.
And what if I tell you to rack off?
Oh, wait a mo, we've got to
Supposing I say, stuff your truce, lady, this is war. What then?
You've got a short memory, Kelly. You know what happens then.
Oh, darling, you haven't had your tea.
It's gone cold.
Oh, well, I'll get you another one and bring you some brekkie before I go.
I don't want any bloody breakfast. I'm sorry, love, I just didn't sleep well.
I know. Look, we both knew it wouldn't be easy. Just have to face each problem as it comes.
I know. I'm not a quitter, Meg, but just cleaning my teeth or going to the laboratory's a major performance. Oh, this bloody contraption! Hey, where you going?
I'm gonna ring Anne. She'll give me another day off if I ask. Anyway, this place is a mess.
Look, come on, put it down. You go to work just as we planned.
Darling, it matters to me
Meg,
neither.
Meg, I mean it. Now, come on, I'm just a bit tired and grumpy, that's all. Okay, it's not going to be a bed of roses, but I'm not ready to give up yet. Now, I'll manage and you just go to work.
Will you promise me you'll ring me if you need anything?
Of course. Chap next door said he'd drop in, and the district nurse is due at 10. He told me at the hospital she's all right, too.
Oh, yeah.
Not a little rare,
Sounds as though I should ring you, just in case.
but... Go on, look, off you go. Go on.
I'll get my bag.
Miss Ferguson, that is some of us, well, to be quite frank and open about it...
We don't like the way you handled young Julie.
Oh, you don't?
As a matter of fact, we think it stinks.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have put it quite like that, but... Good heavens, Miss Ferguson, that poor girl's mother could have died before the union came to a decision.
Well, I don't suppose the thought of prison security crossed anyone's mind.
Security? You don't really think that little mouse of a girl is a threat to us, do you?
I go by the book, Slattery. I might not put them in here, but I'm making damn sure they don't get out.
Egbert's no match for us, you know that. How heartless can you be?
But surely Miss Ferguson had every right
Do you
to be
feel that
concerned
way
about...
about Egbert?
No, I thought she should see a mother. But I suppose I'm not experienced in these matters.
Oh, experience has got nothing to do with it. You have to show a little compassion. After all, if you were worried about it, you should have consulted the members. We're the ones you're representing.
Exactly. That's just what I told the union when I rang them. We're entitled to be consulted.
You rang the union to complain about me?
Well, I was within my rights.
And I was elected union representative for this prison, and I will do that job in whatever way I see is right, without every second person meddling in it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
And I've asked the department to consider letting her work in the admin section.
They'll have to agree, surely. I mean, she's hardly a security risk. And if she's that bright, well...
I'd like to think we were doing something to foster that brightness. There are enough women in here I can't seem to reach as it is.
Yes. I mean, just look at Kelly.
Yes, she openly admits killing Flynn's child, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. It's unbelievable the law makes no provision for unborn children.
The law will have to change eventually.
I'd like to think there was some way I could give it a little push. The minister's still waiting for an answer on that department job. If I just knew that taking it would be a step in the right direction.
I don't want to influence you, Anne, but I know it's what I've been working toward for 20 years, but...
But you wouldn't accept the position of governor if I did take it.
I can't.
Dennis.
Oh, he'd want me to take it if he knew. But being governor means having total commitment. I mean, I've learned that from watching you. I've got to get my priorities right. Den needs me more than Wentworth does.
I told you, it looks very nice. Sophisticated, even.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of that Princess Elizabeth. You know, the one that married that Duke?
She's a queen now, Etty.
She? When did that happen?
Blue rinse need to be perfect, I reckon.
It's perfect as it is.
Well, it would have been if you hadn't curled it so tightly. I mean, it feels like straw.
I reckon it looks real posh.
She's never satisfied, that's her trouble.
Look, why don't you stop admiring her hair and give me a hand here? I'm bored out of my brain.
If you're bored, why don't you swap jobs with someone else?
Oh, sure, you do the folding and I'll take the press.
If you like.
You're kidding. May I have a go on the press?
It's not my press. You finish the folding first, then you can have a go.
Unreal, eh?
Young troll work the press. What's she thinking of?
I'm not sure.
Hey, can I have a go? I'll be real careful.
Of course you can.
Then me. I've been waiting 40 years to work one of those things.
Like I said, it's not mine. Anyone can have a go. Anyone who's earned it.
Okay, finished.
Fine, now just ease it down. You need plenty of pressure on the hand.
Piece of cake, eh?
Right?
Yep. This is ace.
Hope you know what you're doing.
I think so.
Only the top dog works the press, Nora, you know that.
May, I am the top dog. The women know that. I don't need any symbols to prove it. Don't see too many long faces, do you?
Do it either.
Wentworth Detention Centre.
Ah, Lancashire accent, by God. It has to be Pat.
Dennis, what a surprise! How are you managing?
Oh, I'm good. I just got back from a 10-mile run. No, I'm fine. How's things your end?
Oh, we miss you. Joan Ferguson's the new union rep, and a right muck-up she's making of it. I wouldn't have voted for her, but somehow she got the numbers. Hurry up and get back, all right?
I'll try. It's Macbeth.
In the staff room. I'll put you through.
Meg Morris.
Ah, yes, Mrs. Morris. Could I interest you in an engagement with a very miserable, whinging pog?
You fool! Are you all right?
I am now. Sorry about this morning.
Oh, it's nothing to be sorry about.
Well, I'm a grump, and you're a lovely lady. I freely admit it. I suppose you're madly busy.
I'm just finishing my break.
No, I won't hold you up. I just wanted to hear your voice, really.
I'll be home as soon as I can.
Well, don't worry. Oh, well, I love you.
I love you too. Take care.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes, he seems to be in good spirits.
Good, I'm glad. Well, this may well be our lucky day. Remember the request I put in for extra maintenance funds about 6 months ago?
Don't tell me.
In a fit of unheard-of generosity, the department's allotted $5,000 to upgrade the work areas.
$5,000? That won't even replace those decrepit old dryers.
I know, but I'm not arguing. They're giving it, I'm going to spend it. I want you to help me check the work area, see where it's needed most.
Why not?
And then he says, I want to marry you. And I mean, what do you say to that? I can't laugh and talk at the same time. Ask this thing. Oh, come on, Evan.
Oh, God.
No, I can do it myself.
Oh, boy.
Hey, how about this one too?
Is that what you call it?
I won't ask for explanations. I'm not in the mood. But Patterson, since you're so keen on teamwork, you can go to the kitchen as soon as the bell goes.
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds. Look, have you heard about my parole?
No, I haven't. You'll be told as soon as we hear from the department.
Oh, still working out the details.
You'll be told. Now let's have some work done in here.
Mrs. Reynolds, could I see you, please?
No.
It's important.
All right, Mrs. Morris, bring food. We'll finish the check later. Honestly, Patterson, don't you ever learn?
Look, it's not fair. It wasn't my fault. Oh, of course it was.
If I know Nora, she's gone to square things with the governor, thanks to you.
Yeah, and if she comes back with a flat nose, we'll know how she got it, won't we?
No, how?
From Reno slamming the door in her face, just like she did to Desmond.
Myra still gave us protection.
Sure. And what's Flynn going to give you? An elephant stamp?
You think I'm not aware of what the women have been through, how close they are to cracking?
Then you've got to understand why the women need to laugh now and again. This is the only world we have, Mrs. Reynolds. We need some self-respect.
And you think this loosening up will give you that?
I think it's worth a try.
The quotas?
I promise. I swear we'll get through them faster. I don't want to break any rules, Mrs. Reynolds. Just bend them a little.
I've seen rules bent before, Flynn. I will run my prison my way. The women have to understand that.
They do. But we both know it's easier to run a prison with the women's cooperation than without it.
Is that a threat?
No. Just let me help the women, Mrs. Reynolds. It's what we all want, isn't it?
See, suddenly very busy, are we?
I have to finish these reports.
Mm-hmm. Convicted and condemned, eh?
What do you mean?
You don't think I'm right about the Egbert girl, do you?
I think you were cruel, Joan. I kept thinking how I'd feel if it was my mother dying.
Oh, but you're not a criminal, Terry.
Even criminals have feelings.
And you're saying that I don't? You, of all people, know that I do.
Then why?
Because we can't allow ourselves to be sucked in every time one of those women plays on our emotions. Now, come on, Terry, you want to be more than a Joyce Barry or a Pat Slattery, don't you?
Of course I do.
Well, then power is strength. And it's power, Terry, that separates us from them. You do understand what I'm trying to say, don't you? Yeah, thought you would.
But at least you can have her watched, can't you?
This is not the United States. If you want that sort of thing done here, you have to hire a private detective.
Well, fine, then do it. Have Aunt Harriet followed, please, Mr. Moss.
If I thought it was even appropriate.
I'm trying to prove I'm innocent. Isn't that appropriate enough?
I see no point in pursuing this line. Now, as your solicitor...
Why are you resisting me? Anyone would think you were working for Aunt Harriet. Are you? Has she paid you to do this?
I shan't even justify that remark with an answer.
Oh, then let me answer it for you, Mr. Moss. You're fired.
Hey, you two going to be playing much longer?
Oh, it's a free country.
Oh, not in here, it's not. I forgot.
No, Sis, just so I'm waiting for my piano lesson when Jen gets in.
Oh, yeah? Worked out which keys play louder? The black ones or the white ones?
Well, it's not our place to object. A dog does as she chooses. Besides, I actually enjoyed myself for once.
You keep your hands still, madam.
Be careful with that ball, it'll get knotted.
You'll get knotted if you don't keep your hands still.
Jen? Hey, I learned all my scales off by heart, all of them.
Not now, Daphne, please.
Here, finish this.
Oh, typical.
What's the matter, love?
I'm a naive little idiot.
You want to tell your Auntie May about it?
My own lawyer. Aunt Harriet's paying him off. Do you believe it?
Certainly.
I do.
Never trust a lawyer, love. I should know. I gave 10 years of my life to one and he walked off with every penny I had.
Oh, May, no. How much did he take?
Let's say what he gave me wasn't worth $50,000 a year.
Oh, Auntie May, what am I going to do now?
Well, it's simple, love. You get another lawyer. Look, the bloke that defended me, he hung in there like a bulldog.
But you lost.
True, but mine was a hopeless case. I mean, look who I had as a witness.
Thank you. I better go and speak to Daphne. I nearly snapped her head off before.
Problem?
Yeah. A lawyer's done the dirty on her and she's fighting mad, poor kid.
Well, that's a good sign.
What?
4 weeks ago, she would have broken down and cried, feeling sorry for herself. Look at her now.
Off on your break already?
Yep, thought I'd leave a few minutes earlier. A couple of things to attend to.
Mind watching the phone for a moment? Nature calls.
Oh, but Terry, I've got to
Please,
get...
I'm desperate.
Wentworth Detention Centre.
Oh, Joan. It's Dennis.
Yes?
Congratulations on, I heard about you being elected rep.
Yes, no doubt you've also heard about the rumblings in the camp, but I will do a good job.
Well, I'm sure. Is Meg around?
Just a moment, I'll see if she's in the staff room. Hold on. No, there's no answer. Not exactly a good time to ring, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Any message?
No, just tell her I called. Perhaps she could give me a ring back.
Sure she will, when she has the time. Goodbye.
Hey, Merv, what was that yellow gunk you put all over the eggs?
That wasn't gunk. That was hollandaise sauce. It's what makes the eggs Benedict.
Hollandaise sounds double Dutch to me, eh?
Patterson, I'm afraid they've knocked back your parole.
But they can't. Bastards.
Oh, no.
Perhaps next time, eh?
Yeah, next time.
Lexie, I'm sorry, love.
Oh, sorry, you're going to be sorry, all right.
It wasn't me who caused it.
Do you want everyone to know about your fits? They lock freaks like you up in worse places than this, you know.
No, you wouldn't.
You want to make a bet? If I've got to stay here, I'm damn well going to start enjoying it. So you better get me anything I want. Or everyone's going to know about your little secret. Got it?
But how can I?
That's up to you to work out.
Hello, love. Hey!
Get stuffed! 6 bloody months!
All I did was put the sheets out.
Aren't you listening, Clothy? The bastards turned me down. I'm not getting my parole.
Oh, love, I am sorry. I know how you feel.
Oh, rack off, you old bag. You don't know nothing.
Suppose you're right in a way. I am old, but I do know how you feel.
Like hell. I'm young. I don't want to be locked up here until I'm a fossil like you.
Don't have to. And you won't either. You'll be young when you get out. That's not so bad, is it?
How can you be so bloody cheerful after the stinking life you've had? 40 years for doing nothing, eh?
No good whinging about it. It's all in the past now. But I've got a future to look forward to. And I want to get out now.
No need to rub it in, eh?
You've got a future too, Lexie. It'll be such a short time. It'll pass just like that. Just like that. Well, it'll go bloody fast.
Just like that, eh?
If you think I like being told I'm out of line by some bloody public servant with a wanky title, you're off your head.
I can hardly be blamed for the ombudsman stepping in. All I did
All
was...
you did was involve the union in a political dispute in which we lost face. All you did was ignore the wishes of the rank and file members.
I was acting in their best...
All you did was give the department a victory over the union which they should never have had. Do you want me to go on?
I think you've said quite enough.
Good. I hope it sinks in. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to stand down.
Stand down? No, you look here.
No, you look here. You overstepped yourself, Ferguson. I want a rep who doesn't cause problems.
Oh, no, you don't. Now, you might hate my guts, Bolton, but I'm staying right where I am.
Hate's a strong word, comrade. All I'm trying to do is protect the interest of the rank and file members.
So am I.
Well, we agree then. I just don't want any more phone calls from the members saying they haven't been consulted.
You won't.
And I expect the union to make the decisions after consultation, understood?
Perfectly.
Darling, I'm home. Hey! Place is spotless. Did you get someone in?
Was that the thanks I kept for slaving all day?
You? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise.
It's okay.
Oh, it's a lovely surprise. You sure you're not doing too much?
Yeah, no way. Wearing a Superman costume under this. Only problem is he's getting the wheelchair in and out of the telephone box.
Oh, darling, don't.
No, I'm fine. I had to do something. Can't sit here staring at the walls all day. end up climbing them. Except I can't. That wasn't funny.
Oh, darling, give it time.
Do you get the feeling something's coming between us?
Do you know, when this is all over, we're going to have a ceremonial bonfire and burn this bloody thing?
Do you know something, Meg Morris? You are gorgeous.
How about I go into the kitchen and get us something to eat, and then we move the TV into the bedroom, and we watch the movies over a couple of bottles of white wine.
Sounds decadent to me.
Here. Anne's given me these. They're for you. It's just department red tape, but something about your compensation.
Oh, aye. What's the going rate for a leg these days? Case 74321. It's great. I got a number all to myself.
Want to talk about it?
What?
It's easy to read that way.
I was thinking about my mum. I didn't say half the things I wanted to. Probably won't get a chance now.
Why don't you write to her? I'm sure she'd love to get a letter.
Yeah, I did think of that, but I don't know how long.
I bet if you asked Mrs. Reynolds or one of the other officers, they'd take her to the hospital for you. That way you wouldn't have to wait for the post.
Do you think they would?
I wouldn't vouch for Ferguson, but I'm sure one of the others would, yeah.
Well, I could write it now and give it to him in the morning.
Pushing your luck, aren't you, Egbert? I mean, you've caused quite enough trouble as it is.
Leave her alone, Ferguson. You've made your point.
Ah, yes, the new top dog. It's all over the prison. Quite a joke, really.
We don't think so.
Beecham, I have seen many top dogs in my time, and believe me, this one is the runt of the litter.
I'm not Myra or B. Smith. I'm not trying to be.
Pity. I enjoyed a challenge.
All-out war doesn't help anyone.
You've been watching too many news reports, Flynn.
You're wasting your breath, love. You've got brains, Miss Ferguson. Think about it. You lay off us, and we won't make trouble for you. That's going to look good on all our records.
Are you sure it's the right phone number?
Well, it was right 8 years ago. I tell you what, love, ring the Bar Association, they'll know.
All right, settle down, ladies. The work rosters will be here in a minute.
Hetty, I'd like you to have these for good luck.
Fingernails? But I haven't got anything to trade.
No, it's a present. Free.
Free? Well, I'll be blowed.
Sorry, Andrea, but apparently the car's coming early for Etty.
Oh, that's all right. I can take my stuff.
Oh, thank you. Well, why aren't you dressed?
I am dressed.
Oh, for court. I've left your clothes in your cell. Well, come on, hurry up, and we'll be late.
Now?
Now.
Well, good luck, Etty. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah. Now, keep your chins up, you two. I'll be back to say goodbye.
See ya. Mrs. Morris, is there somewhere that could be delivered to the hospital?
Yes, I'm sure it can be arranged.
Oh, come on, troops, into battle.
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everything's all right.
No, I'm fine, Joyce. Well, look, I'll get you a cup of coffee. I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, no, I couldn't ask you to do that. I mean...
Joyce, I'm not helpless. I can boil a kettle.
Oh, I know that, but I've got to get to work. Thanks anyway.
Pleasure.
Well, see you tonight. I can't tell you how we're looking forward to it.
Tonight?
Yes, don't worry about a thing. I know Meg said she'd cook, but, well, Mervin's prepared something special. The wine's already in the fridge.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Joyce. It just slipped my mind.
Oh, I'm hoping the company will cheer Mervin up a bit. He was so low last night, I couldn't get a word out of him. I know it's not just because of the... Anyway, it's by way of being a celebration dinner, isn't it?
Celebration?
Yes, about Meg getting the governorship. Oh, it'll make things so much easier for you. The extra money, I mean. Oh, I'm sorry, Dennis. I know I'm not supposed to know anything about it, but, well, you know how things get round at work. Well, let's just pretend I didn't say a word. I don't know anything about it. Bye.
Makes two of us, Joyce.
I reckon they're a good treat. What do you think, Meg?
Well, they're certainly different.
Bit hard to scratch yourself, though. much longer. We've been here for hours.
Well, it won't be much longer, any minute now.
Yes. I thought we'd get back in time for lunch. It's meatloaf today. I heard at breakfast.
Here they come.
Oh, I don't like his hair.
It's a wig.
Oh.
Miss Parslow, Mrs. Morris, this is Mr. Durham, your barrister. How do you do, Miss Parslow, Mrs. Morris?
Couldn't you get one that fits? When can we get started? Is meatloaf for lunch?
Oh, well, I'm afraid it'll take a bit longer than that. We'll hardly get through swearing the jury by then.
What have they got to swear about? I didn't ask them to come. I told Mr. O'Loughlin here that I was quite happy to forget all about it.
Yes, well, we're not having much luck. We've drawn Judge Borum.
Borum? I remember him from my probation officer days. Does he still,
He does indeed. Not all the time, of course. Only on lodge nights.
Lodge nights, eh? Oh, he sounds a friendly enough bloke.
Well, shall we go in?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll make things so much easier for you. The extra money, I mean.
Damn it.
Damn her!
Oh, this should have been done in the morning. It gets too hard in the afternoon. That's because the sun's been on it all day. All right, me little mates, we're going to tuck you in a nice new bed. What do you say, eh?
Don't get much conversation there, Graham.
Oh, yes, because they're shy. They're Virgos.
Oh, really?
It's true, Miss Ferguson. See, most plants are born in the spring. That makes them Virgos. Oh, sometimes they're Librans too. I think Sally here's the Libran. What do you say?
I say you stop the nonsense and get on with your work.
Don't you believe in horoscopes, Miss Ferguson?
No, I do not.
Oh, but they're real. I bet I could tell you what you are. I bet you're a Scorpio.
Perhaps. Now go on, get on with your
Oh,
work.
I knew you'd be a Scorpio. They're real easy to tell. Geez, they're vicious and nasty sometimes. That's why they've got a scorpion as their symbol. Oh, well, that's the bad ones. But there's lots of good ones.
Just shut up and get on with your digging or you'll be on a charge.
It's all right, don't worry. It's me she's mad at. Okay, now you just sit there and I'm going to dig you a nice hole and we'll put you in there. What's this? Jeez.
And you still maintain you didn't know the weapon was loaded?
Of course I didn't. I couldn't hurt anyone, not even a fly. Or maybe it was an enemy fly.
Miss Parslow, may I remind you that you are under oath?
Precisely the point I wanted to make, Your Honor. May I respectfully remind Your Honor that the transcript of Miss Parslow's committal hearing clearly states
that the accused, if discharged, would immediately go out and shoot another policeman. You have reminded me of that twice already.
Yeah, but that was before.
Before what?
When I wanted to get back to Wentworth, I made it all up.
And now, Miss Parslow?
Well, now I'm telling the truth because I want to get out.
The logic escapes me.
Well, it's just a joke, Your Lordship. You can take a joke, can't you?
Miss Parslow, one more interjection from you, and you will be held in contempt.
I thought it was called Wentworth.
If I might just explain, Your Honor.
You might not, sir. What you can do is get on with this case.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Parslow, would you tell the court, in your own words, exactly what happened?
There's no way the freak's going to go for this peaceful coexistence crap. We're all going to cop it because of Nora being a gutless wonder.
You're entitled to your opinion. Just don't push it down everybody's throat.
What are you going to do, thump me?
If you've got any objections, let's talk about them.
All I'm saying is we can't go letting the screws think we're weak, especially not Ferguson.
Strength isn't always bashing and thumping, Lexie. I'm sorry for you if you think it is.
Here we go again.
Look, we all know there's no point in fighting the freak. We can't win.
We can try.
Fine. Then you try. But make it a private war, okay?
I'm sick of this bloody hole. Hey, steady!
Lexie has trouble seeing things as they really are, Mrs. Barry. She'll be okay.
Egbert, the governor would like to see you.
I'm not in trouble, am I?
Let's just wait and ask her, shall we?
Oh, Julie, she really looks scared.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
If I am, I hope we're both wrong.
And in law, it does not matter whether or not the accused felt that she had justifiable reason.
Of course it matters. I don't go around shooting people every day.
Please, Miss Parslow, you're just making things worse.
All you have to decide is whether Ethel Parslow committed the crime in question. If you are convinced beyond reasonable doubt that she did, you must bring in a verdict of guilty.
Objection, your lordship. You're turning the jury against me. Everyone knows I did it.
Pity for heaven's
I'm glad we agree on something, Miss Parslow. And now would you do something for me?
What?
Be quiet, please. It's been a long and tiring day, one not without its moments. However, I must ask you not to allow Miss Parslow's interjections to colour your judgment.
What's he going on about?
We are interested only in the facts of the case. And now, I must ask you to retire to the jury room to consider your verdict.
And about bloody time.
Look, what is it?
What is it, love?
Oh, dear. She's dead. My mother's dead. When I first saw it, I thought I'd wet myself. I was so scared Fergo'd find out.
God, she didn't. She would have blamed you for sure.
Did I do the right thing bringing it in? I mean, I wasn't sure.
You did fine, Daphne. Now, come on, let's get it and put it somewhere safe.
Yeah. Hey, that's funny.
What's wrong?
Well, I had it wrapped up in here with the money, see? But it's gone, Nora.
Haven't you got a kiss for your uncle?
What are you doing here?
I didn't want you to think I went along with all those things Harriet said about you. I know what you're going through.
You could have said something at the time.
You know what Harriet's like. The old lady certainly knew what she was doing when she left the money to you. Too bad I picked the wrong one.
Wrong one?
All I got with Harriet was a permanent headache. Now you, that's different.
Just leave me alone. I don't want you here.
Sure you do. I can help you. Help you get out of this place. Help you spend all that money. There are ways.
Why did you get rid of George?
We had to. He's a silly old fool, but somebody might have listened to him.
Listen to what? And what happened to Mrs. Goddard?
Look, forget about them. We're talking about you and me. About what I can do for you if you give me a little encouragement.
You killed my grandmother.
Easy, sweetheart. That's slander.
You killed her. I'm locked up in here and you killed my Nana. You murderer! Murderer!
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside. And things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around, last night I dreamed